A child ripped up their allowance because he wasn't happy with the amount. His mom walked out of her room and saw this. What would you do if this was your child's behavior? Keep it and give him a piece of it anytime he asks for money. Lamau. What is that one thing you did as a child that still gets brought up to this day? When I was a wee lad, my family and I were at a restaurant. We were waiting an unusually long amount of time for a server. I stood in my chair, slammed my fist into the table and exclaimed, "They're not helping us because we're black!" We are not. When my brother was like 9, he said, "Get the fag," instead of "get the flag" on Roblox, so they banned him, and he cried so hard he threw up on the carpet. I just remembered that when I got my first dog, I was 7 and he was 1. 7 in dog years. And I cried when he turned 2 because I didn't think a 14-year-old dog would want to hang out with me. Can I get some sad violin going? Yeah. Daughter didn't want sunscreen, so I put her outside and yelled, "Son, get her!" And now she's flipping out. Like, oh God, the sun!
B. O. Ch. K. What does that say? Piano.
I've been pronouncing it wrong my whole life. Lifeguard at the lake. Everyone please exit the water. We're looking for a 5-year-old boy in blue shorts named Titus. Little boy standing next to me in blue shorts.
Hey, my name's Titus too.
My sister just had a baby. She brought her home today and my other niece was so pissed that she packed up all her shit and tried to leave. Look at her, she's like, nope, nah, not happening.
Kids are mean as fuck. This little girl asked me what year I was born. I said 1985 and she said, "Were you a slave?"
Oh my God. Causes of 3-year-old's meltdowns this morning. Banana too small. Top of banana slightly squashed. Honey on porridge doesn't sufficiently resemble a swimming pool. Sister had her first wee before his third. Doesn't want a scooter. Does want scooter. Something to do with sleeves. I mean, sleeves get me pretty tilted too. I feel you, kid. While my sis brags at Thanksgiving about getting her PhD in quantitative microbiology, I'm gonna be thinking about this time we took a bath together. I was 2, she was 5. I pooped in the tub and she played with it because she thought it was brown Play-Doh. Not so smart then, were ya?
Ew, Pudo.
Ben has been very picky lately, but loves Taco Bell. So I made a homemade meal and put it in an old Taco Bell bag, and it actually worked. Stupid kid. Predators with toddlers. What's the most recent illogical breakdown they've had? He loved being tickled, so I was tickling him one day. He let out a huge fart and suddenly he started screaming and crying. I asked him why he's screaming and he replies with, "I was saving that for later." How and why would you save a fart? Don't say you want a Lego tower building contest if you can't handle losing. Shaking my head. She is miserable. Almost 2-year-old for sale. Been crying for 10 minutes because he can't get in the oven with the cornbread. Entertaining all offers. I say, let him crawl in the oven with the cornbread. That is the responsible thing to do. Neighbor boy knocked on my door. Often he needs his soccer ball inflated and asks to use my air compressor. He's holding a giant ass jar of minced garlic. And I'm like, so, what's going on? We have an Italian or what?
Grandma can't open the jar and I'm not strong enough. Can you?
So I open the jar. He runs back and spills the entire jar on the sidewalk. I walk out of Target to a scene of a child laying motionless on the ground. I ask what was wrong and his dad said, he's upset his gloves don't match his jacket. But they do. I don't, What a fucking retard. Madison's eaten 3/4 of a chicken and cheese quesadilla. The last 1/4, she realizes it has chicken and cheese and isn't a pancake. She flies into a fit of crying and screaming that I lied and broke her little baby heart. I literally never fucking said it was a pancake, but go off. I was on the bus the other day and 2 kids about 10 were in front of me. One of them said that his parents won't let him get a dog, so he used to stare at the sun to try to make himself blind so he could get a guide dog. No doubt he was waffling, but you have to admire his imagination. That sounds like a pretty solid plan to me. I mean, might I offer a quicker solution? Get some bleach. Speaking of bleach, opens a bottle of bleach.
How did you open it? I tried, but it didn't open.
Oh, it's because it has a child safety lock. Children can't open it. Nephew looks at the bottle in amazement.
How did it know I was a child?
Yesterday morning after his soccer game, my 6-year-old asked me how come the other team gets to change the color of their jersey every week, while we always have to wear purple. When I explained that, in fact, we were playing against different teams each week, his mind was blown.
My son keeps grabbing fists of air and screaming, "Mine!" My daughter is crying, saying TJ is stealing my air. They are in my bedroom on a Saturday morning.
Stealing air. You better try to get some of that air, lady. You're gonna miss out on all the air. My son, after trying to get back down from washing his hands, just hanging there, helpless. My child is throwing a fit. Reason? Didn't get to see her poop before Grandma flushed it down the toilet. Grandma is apologizing profusely. Leah is refusing to be assuaged. She just wants her poop back. It's been 20 minutes. Did you take your birth control? You're welcome. New solution. Poop.
We went into the basement for a tornado. My 3-year-old thought we were hiding from a tomato. Honestly, that scared her even more.
Not the tomatoes! Lions can hunt and kill their own food by the time they're 3 months old. My 3-year-old couldn't find her lunchbox when it was in her other hand. I can't believe we're at the top of the food chain. My 4-year-old son thinks he's a ninja, so my wife took a before picture and showed him. He absolutely thinks he's completely invisible in front of our black appliances.